underneath the moon tonight. Island Christmas, dance with me, dance, dance. Feel the rhythm by the sea. Oh, oh. Jingle bells on ukuleles play. Merry, merry holiday.
I want you to imagine this. There are two different operations professionals. They both have the same type of skills. They're doing the same type of job, but one is getting paid $1,500 a month. The other one is getting paid $5,000. What's the difference? It all comes down to your offer and the way that you present the things that you do. So if you are looking at how can I make more, work with less clients, it's all going to come down to the kind of offers that you are putting out there, how you're talking about it, and what kind of solutions you are providing for your clients. Now, if you have followed us for any amount of time, you know that we are very against charging hourly, and it's all going to be about creating packages. There are lots of YouTube videos we have on our channel that talk through this, so you can go and find those. I'm not going to go super deep into that today because I want to talk more about how are we going to be creating these offers that are going to attract those high-level clients. And once we have this offer all put together, we're going to add this into our AI business brain that we created yesterday. So I'm so excited to put all of this together for you because this is really going to help you, again, get the higher level clients that you're looking for, to get more of the strategic type clients if that's what you're looking for, and also be able to just streamline a lot of the things inside your business. So first, what I want to do is I want to start have you start thinking about what, again, is that problem you solve. That's why we really talked about that on day 2 when we were identifying who our avatar is and the problems that we solve, because when we know how to solve problems, that is how clients are going to pay us more money. Because here's the truth. Clients are not looking, if we have business owners, they're not out there looking for like, oh, I need someone to post 5 times a week for me. That's not what they're thinking. What they're thinking is, I hate doing social media. I want to have someone else do my social media for me, and I want to be able to have clients that are coming from social media. That's what they want. They think that the solution is for posting 5 times a day. I use this as an example because it's one that I think if anyone has ever offered social media, even like I've talked to business owners and they're like, oh yeah, I have someone doing my social media. They post 5 times a week, you know? And I'm like, okay, that's great. But like, what is it actually doing? What's the outcome of that? Because they don't really care how many times you're posting per week. What they care about, what is the results of those social media posts doing for them? And so that's what we want to start thinking through, is what are the results of the things that we are doing? If you manage someone's calendar, okay, great, you manage their calendar. What does that do for the business owner? So we want to start thinking about benefits versus features. And this is really important when it comes to your offer. So let's talk about the difference between a feature and a benefit. A feature is the thing that you do, right? So it could be managing a calendar. It could be that you build out funnels and go high level. It could be that you are posting social media. That's the feature. Well, the features aren't the things that sell. It's the benefit of that thing. So let me give you an example. This is an example that I heard a long time ago, and it has really stuck with me. So the first thing is, like, let's say that we're going in and we're going to be buying a car. And we're looking at all these cars, and the salesman comes up and was like, this car has cruise control. If you don't know what that really is, you'd be like, great. I'm so glad, right? But if the salesman came up and said, oh, this car has a brand new feature, it's amazing. What it does is, as you're driving, when you get to that speed that you want to stay at, you press a button and your car will continue to drive at that speed. That means if you are going on long distance road trips, it's going to save your foot from having to be on the gas the entire time. So you can just sit back, relax, and all you have to do is make sure that you're staying in your lane on the road. You don't have to worry about your speed, and it's also going to help you if you have any issues with speeding. That way your car is always going to be going the same amount. Okay, very different than, hey, this has cruise control, right? I told you all the benefits of why we should have that. You need to be thinking about your offers the same way. It's not that we have all these features. And this is what I see when people put proposals together or they're talking about what it is that they offer and they're putting together their packages. Inside their packages, they have like, oh, well, this is my 20-hour package. This is my 50-hour package. Like, business owners don't care about hours. They actually want you to do it in the least amount of hours possible because it's cheaper for them. Hours are not something we want to build packages around, because all that is we're building packages around features. We do not want to build packages around features. We are building packages around outcomes, around benefits. What are the benefits of this package? So what kind of results? And I know sometimes when I say this, people start freaking out and they're like, well, I can't guarantee any results. I can't guarantee you're going to get 3 clients a month from the social media post. I get that. But what you can do for social media and getting clients, for example, because that's the one that I hear a lot of the times that people are like, I can't guarantee results, which I get that. So guaranteeing is not guaranteeing results. What it is guaranteeing the outcome that they're going to get. So you will have social media posts that we are going to track how many clients you're getting per month through social media. That's something you can guarantee. You can guarantee the tracking of what's coming from that. And then you can also see, okay, if we are not getting the clients that we want, we know what things we need to do to change so that way we can increase the clients you're getting through social media. You see the difference? And so we want to make sure that we're guaranteeing the outcome of what it is that we are actually providing. So when you are creating packages and retainer packages, that's the first thing we want to really start thinking about, is we are not putting packages together based off of features. We are putting packages together based off of benefits. Now, here's the second tip for you when you're putting your packages together. I like to teach the 3 lanes. The 3 lanes of creating an offer, it means that we are going on the same road. So I want you to imagine that we got car analogies today. We are going to be driving on the same road, and it doesn't matter which lane we are on this road, we are all going to end up in the same place. So the road takes you from A to B, but they get to decide how fast they go. They get to decide what lane they are in. So they are either in the slow lane, they are in the middle lane, or they are in the fast lane. So they get to choose the speed of how fast they're going to be able to get from A to B. Your offer should match this framework, right? So the slow lane is going to be kind of that, like, so when I talk about any sort of offer, I talk about like the slow lane is the do it yourself, the middle lane's done with you, the last lane is done for you. Now, when it comes to creating operations offers, that doesn't quite really fit. So I'm telling you this because if you are a strategic partner and you're thinking through how can I help my client in creating offers, I'm giving you some of this tips to help them so they can start thinking through this as well. But for your offers, I like to think of what is the foundation offer, what's the growth offer, and then what's the scale offer. So your foundation offer is going to be like, what are the basic things that need to get done? A good example of a foundation type offer that I did for a client was I was building out everything in ClickUp for them. So I actually did build that. That was like the done for you. So it was a higher amount that first month because I built things out. And then my retainer was very low. It was like $1,500 a month. And all I did was I got on their leadership calls, and anything that they talked about, I was putting it into ClickUp and assigning tasks and just making sure it was kind of the project management piece, just holding the team accountable for what they were doing. So it was super little. The deliverable or the outcome was that their team was actually doing things because they knew I was going to check up on them. So that is a very foundational piece. So I built out a system for them, and then I managed the system. So there's a good example of a foundation. A growth offer, so this is going to be our middle lane, right? So this is more done with you. It's going to help. They're going to get results a little bit faster. Is that maybe not only would I just put in the tasks that need to be done, that maybe there were things that I would also build out. I would also help them, or I would have someone on my team do it. And this is when, as you start to grow and you start building your business, having people on your team to help do some of the doing is going to be very beneficial, because business owners, that way they know they can hire you and they get a whole team. They don't have to worry about hiring like all these other people. They hire you and they get everything. So that's more of this growth kind of offer. Then we have the scale. This is where we do like all the things for you. This is where you have like an operations director offer would be at that scale piece. Or if you are, like we talk about our growth specialists, if you've gone through our growth specialist certification, if you are just creating the plan, that's the foundation. But if you're creating the plan and holding people accountable, that could be growth. If you're creating the plan, holding people accountable, and doing things, see how like it starts to stack up of like, okay, we're going to be doing this for you, but we're also going to do this and we're also going to do this, because it's going to help them get results faster. It really is all about speed. How can we get them results the fastest? That's how these 3 lanes really come into play. So as you're going through this and you first are identifying, okay, what are all the benefits? What's the outcomes that I provide? We've already identified the one problem that we solve. We then identify all the outcomes of what a business owner can get by working with us. Then we start identifying, okay, what is the slow lane, the middle lane, and the fast lane? That helps us put our packages together. Now, if you're going through this and you're like, oh, I'm not really sure if I am understanding this or how to put all of this together, I got you. We have a CrewGPT we've created that will help you create your offer. So I wanted to just show it to you real quick as we go through. So this is what it looks like, and it gives you some different prompts. So if you need to help identify your ideal client and the problem that you solve, if you want to learn how to turn your hourly services into the 3 tiers that we've talked about, maybe you want to draft what those 3 tiers are about, or if you want to have suggested pricing, this all gives you different ideas depending on where you're at when you're creating your offer. So I'm just going to choose this middle one right here, and we're going to look at our foundation, our growth, and our scale. Okay, so we do need to then put in a password real quick. All right, so now that our password is put in, then we can go through and it's going to ask us these questions. Who's our ideal client? What's the main problem that we solve? And then what is our signature solution? So that is, what is your outcome? So we're going to go through and answer all of these. I'm just going to paste something in real quick. Okay, then it's going to give us an overview of everything. And then it's going to start looking at and asking some more questions about the offer that we have, because it wants to get really clear. And this also helps us as we're having the AI ask us questions. That's going to help us get clear on what our options are. So I'm just going to put in an answer here, and we're just going to go through because I want to show you the outcome that you get as you're going through this. Okay, so now it's going through and it's going to create our operations suite. Okay, so this is telling us here's our foundation, which is going to create stability. Here's our growth, and then here's our scale. So here's some offers that we can create. So this is what we do. This is how it's going to benefit the CEO or the business owner. So it's always going to bring back to the benefits. Now it's going to go through and give us a little bit more of what is included. So here's more of the features, so that way we know what we're doing and then what the outcome is of that. It also helps us to set boundaries, because boundaries is really important. This is going to help with scope creep and all the things. The KPIs to deliver and give us some sort of like price range. So it goes through each one of these tiers and tells us, and you saw I just put like very minimal information in here. When you guys put yours in, it's going to have something much, much better. But it also gives us, if you have any issues with like pricing that's not on hourly, because I know sometimes, especially if you have been pricing hourly and you're ready to move over to do more retainer packages, that can be kind of hard. So this gives you some ideas of how to talk about that. Okay, so Here is our comparison of the 3 different offers that we have. So we have our foundation, our growth, and our scale, and what it is they get. Also our price range, some notes about us, and then if we want to customize anything. We can also create a 1-page offer. So that's something that we could then send out to our clients after we've had discovery calls with them. So you can see how powerful this is with just very minimal amount of input that I put in here. You're going to put way more in that for you. So once you have something like this created, you can add that into your AI business partner inside Claude or ChatGPT, wherever you've created it. And then you can start asking it questions, and you can start using this AI brain to start talking about your business and to come up with ideas and see if you're solving the right solutions and everything that we talked about yesterday. So this is super, super powerful, and it's going to build your offers for you. You can have, for every problem that you solve, you can have different offers for that. So what I suggest people do is that they pick one problem they solve, they create offers around that, they start helping clients with that so they can get results. Once you've done that and you're like, hey, I can also solve this problem too, then you can create messaging and marketing and everything around a separate solution. So you can use this a lot, but you want to make sure that all your packages are around that one solution. Now, it can be, you want something that's a little bit bigger than just like calendar management. Yes, that is one solution, but let's think a little bit bigger than just that. We don't want to have like, I just help with calendar management, where you could also be like, well, I take all the things off the business owner's plate to be able to help them XYZ, save time, save money, like all the things. And that is taking that one problem you solve to something that's like a little more zoomed out. Because if you go super, super laser focused, like I just help with calendar management, that's going to be really hard to, like, no one's going to pay $5,000 for you to manage their calendar. So we want to make sure that we're zoomed out enough when it comes to that one problem that we solve. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, how do I get access to this Offer Crew member? Because you can see that it's pretty awesome. It's going to help you a lot. Well, I have some great news. We are opening the doors to our Ops Harbor. Inside our Ops Harbor, you are going to get we actually have 10 of these CrewGPTs that we have created. You get access to all 10 when you join annually for $9.97. That's for the entire year. For $9.97, you get access to, yes, you get access to these CrewGPTs, but there's also so much more that you get access to. You get access to all of our libraries for all of we have templates, we have resources, we have checklists, we have playbooks to help you in all the different things that you're gonna be doing in your business. We have courses on lots of different topics, ClickUp, and how do you create courses and launch management and everything. And we also have different certifications that you can get. So every quarter you get to choose a new certification that you can go through, because we know how important it is to keep your resume up to date and that you're learning new processes, you're learning new things. And so you can choose any of our certifications that we have available to you at every single quarter, and you just get an email and you pick which one you want and it gets unlocked for you. And so you get 4 certifications throughout the year. If you want to learn more information about all the things that you get, you can go to theopsharbor.com/crew. That is how you're going to be able to get our 10 crew members that are going to be able to help you in your business. We have the avatar one that we've already talked about on day 2. You get the offer engineer. Let me see what other ones that you have, just so I can give you a full rundown. You get the proposal pro. So if you want to create proposals, this will create all your proposals for you. The process architect. This is going to help you know what kind of processes that you need and actually build things out. So if you've done any of our past boot camps where we did a strategic business plan, where we talked about creating your process map and your SOPs and your KPIs, this will do it all for you. We have a project management planner. So if you are creating a new project and you're like, what are all the steps that I need to do in order to make this project happen? It's going to do it all for you. We also have the metrics maven, and this is going to help you in analyzing any financial details. We have the gap finder. So if you're working with a business and you want to help identify some of the gaps in their business, so it could be gaps in their sales process, in their marketing, in their client experience, this is going to identify all those gaps. We also have an onboarding orchestrator. So if you are looking of how do I create a better onboarding process for my clients, we got you there. We have an automation architect. So if you are like, hey, I don't know if I should use Zapier or Make or like all the different pieces, this is going to help you know exactly which one to do and how to set up each one of the automations. And then the last one that we have is the Mindset Master, because every single person I talk to, they struggle with imposter syndrome or another one of these mindset things. And so when you're struggling with something, this is where we have it trained on all the different mindset pieces that we have talked about. For those of you who have been in our community for a long time, maybe you're a part of the Harbor or you're in the inner circle or you have done any of our certification programs, we do monthly or a weekly mindset training. And so it's loaded with all of those trainings that we have. And so it was going to help you with whatever it is that you're struggling with. If you're like, okay, I know I'm stuck on something, this is going to help you unlock that in your mindset. So that is a lot, but you get all 10 of these for free when you join annually, when you join the Ops Harbor. So you can go to theopsharbor.com/crew. And the link in that is going to be in your emails. It also is in the description of this video, and it's also inside the Yacht Club. We'd love for you to join us and get access to all 10 of these GPTs. And we are super excited to welcome all of our new Ops Harbor members. So if you want to get access to our Offer Crew member, all you need to do is sign up annually for the Ops Harbor and you will get access to that plus the 9 other ones that we have in there too. All right, so tomorrow, let me check and see what tomorrow is because I've already forgot what it was. Let's see, tomorrow we're going to dive more into pricing and packaging, because just because we have an offer, now we need to look at, okay, how do we actually create this into a really good package and how do we price that out? Because sometimes pricing can be a little bit tricky. So we've built the offer today. Now tomorrow we're going to work on pricing. So can't wait to see you tomorrow, and we'll see you guys inside the Ops Harbor.
Feel the joy, come set it free.